Good morning. Today we're here at Target. We're going to go in and check the prices, check some of the things you guys have asked about, and check the shelves. Let's get to it. So as soon as we come into Target here, I wanted to point out we've had some comments on the Ensure drinks and that you've had a lot of trouble finding them. Target is another option, but I will say they are very low also. They are about the cheapest we've seen them, $8.49. Most of them have gone up to $8.99 for a six-pack, so just wanted to point that out. Okay, so as we make it over to the produce, I wanted to show that, you know, their produce here at Target usually looks pretty good. These are the Good and Gather oranges. However, they are a little more expensive. $5.59 for a 3-pound bag. A lot cheaper at Kroger, on sale for $3.99 for the same 3-pound bag right now. Also, we got a lot of comments on the kiwi fruit here. $3.99 for a 1-pound package. We saw at Kroger it was $5.99 for a 2-pound case of them, so something to keep in mind. Clementines seem to be right about the same price for the cuties here. 3-pound bag for $4.49, which is pretty expensive if you ask me, but they're about the same price everywhere. Did want to show that they have 2-pound organic bananas for $1.39. You know, these look okay, but 70 cents a pound basically. So they don't have too many here, but I did want to show, at least for our Target, they do 89 cents a pound on sale right now for the Market Pantry smoked spiral ham. No additional purchase required. 89 cents a pound, that's a pretty good deal. One good deal I see here is for the red potatoes, the Good and Gather red potatoes. They are $2.39 for a 3-pound bag, and a 5-pound bag of russet potatoes for $2.69. Not too bad. This is a 5-pound bag. I was gonna say it don't look too big, but it is. We have been seeing Oscar Mayer drop their prices lately, and I believe that is because they haven't been selling them. They were selling these pound things, these pound packets here for anywhere from $7.99 to $8.99, and a while back we saw them even for $10. Now you can get the 22-ounce package for $9.79, which is a little bit of a better deal. They do have the Oscar Mayer pound packages on sale, the thick bacon and the original, $5.99 a pack. That's not too bad compared to what it's been over the last couple months. This is a good price on their Oscar Mayer hot dogs. They've been pretty much, I believe they're $3.19 at Kroger. At least that's what they were a while ago, but I don't know. Maybe their prices have gone down some. We do know that Target has had some issues with getting the right stickers on. I try to look for the recent stickers to kind of get a good idea of what's on sale and what's not. So you definitely want to check the prices on these, but they have to give it to you for this price. So 8-pack of hot dogs, $2.69, seems like a decent deal. They do have these family pack chicken breasts, which we have had the Good and Gather chicken breast before. Pretty good. $1.99 a pound. So that's about, you know, that's pretty cheap. I mean, we've seen it as high as $3.99 a pound, so that's not bad. Now, stuff like hamburger and steaks at Target are going to be a little pricey, but at least it's another option. Decent looking ribeye here, $12. It is 0.8 pounds, $14.99 a pound. That is not a decent price. But, you know, if you're not wanting to go to another store, it is another option. We've had a few comments lately on the ground turkey and ground turkey breast. $5.99 here for the pound of 99% lean. That seems like a pretty decent deal. We've seen this as high as $10 for the Genio, $4.89 for the 93. You know, we had a few comments on this, so I wanted to point it out. Also, $3.29 for the ground turkey in the tube. We've gotten a lot more comments on mushrooms lately. I gotta say, it seems like a pretty decent price here. $1.59 for the sliced mushrooms here. Found these Driscoll strawberries here. I gotta say, they look pretty good. $3.19 for a pound, $2.99 at Kroger, so 20 cents more than Kroger. But like I said, if you don't want to go to another store, let's see what they got here on sale. Driscoll's raspberry 6-ounce package, $1.99. They don't have any though. And the blackberries are $2.49. Blueberries are $3.29 for a pint. we have been seeing apples kind of skyrocket in price lately. I will say this is a little more expensive than what we've seen. They do have the 3-pound galas for $4.69 a bag. The Red Delicious for $4.39 for a 3-pound bag. $7.19 for Honey Crisp for a 3-pound bag. That's a bit much. I thought I might have been reading this wrong. $1.89 for one Honey Crisp apple. One. Another thing that we've seen at an all-time high are these little tiny personal watermelons. They've been $5 pretty much everywhere we go. A little cheaper at Aldi, but I gotta say these aren't that great either. A little soft, but there's no price on them. So in case you are unfamiliar with some of the stuff at Target here, they must have worked out a deal with Bounty paper towels. Every time we come here, they have tons. Actually, this is the least I've ever seen it. Usually it is stacked up here, like up here, just completely filled. They do have a lot of their up and up style, which we're not a big fan of, but it is a little cheaper. If you can't find toilet paper anywhere else, come to Target. I'm not kidding. I mean, they always have a ton. Probably part of the reason for that is Target used to be a good place to get toilet paper as far as price goes. But prices have gone up on toilet paper lately, pretty much across the board. But as you can see here, we have a huge wall of toilet paper. I'm not going to go through every one here, but as you can see, 18 rolls here. This is 17.49, so a little pricey. I remember not that long ago, this same one was $14.99, but everything's going up. I wanted to hit this corner of toilet paper here before we hit the rest of the groceries. As we can see here at a glance, I was seeing down by the produce is over here on the right, dairy and all this stuff is on the left. Target does always seem to have the Silk Almond brand that a lot of people have been asking about, and a lot of different dairy and non-dairy options. So it's another option. One thing to lactate. This stuff's been selling like crazy. We're having trouble finding this in all the stores. We've gotten a lot of comments on these too, so I try to point them out when I see them. They do have some Fairlife here. Seems a little pricey at $3.99. We've seen it for $2.99. But yeah, well, they got the Horizon Organic. Somebody mentioned this before, not for at Target though. I can't remember which store. They do have it. Plus they also have some Good and Gather organic milk here. All different kinds of options for dairy. However, as far as regular milk and dairy go, they are wiped out. I mean, there's some at the bottom there, but sheesh, this is the lowest I've ever seen it at Target. Usually this is completely full. They do have the True Moo chocolate milk. We've gotten some comments on that. That is good chocolate milk. I've tried it. But yeah, as we kind of walk down the aisle here, it just, yeah. I mean, they have some, but I mean, this could be gone by the night. This is, hey, they do have some heavy whipping cream. We've had some comments that people have had trouble finding heavy whipping cream, so Target is another option. Plus they have the Dairy Pure that some people have asked about. We have also had some comments on like half and half or different refrigerated creamers. Does look like they have a good amount, but I gotta say, I was here a few weeks ago and this was completely full, so I don't know if they've gotten any more in. This just seems to be what they've sold so far. They do have the smaller or different flavored Silk almond creamer. That's interesting. Some people were asking about iced coffee. There's a couple of them here. I gotta say, this is something that was very low not that long ago, maybe a couple months ago. We were getting a lot of comments on it. We've had a couple recently. They do have the Starbucks. They have the stock cold brew coffee and some other cold brews down here. So it is another option. It's pretty strange about the milk. It does seem like we've gotten a lot of comments on milk lately being very low across the country, and the prices are starting to skyrocket on it. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking around as I talk about it because there's a lot of people here. So, oh, also it is April 7th, 2022. Just for point of reference, it is Friday, early. They do have some of these Jimmy Deans back in. That's good to see. I know a lot of people like these. And actually, $7.39. That is about the same price everywhere. We have seen it for $6.99, but those prices may have gone up. I wanted to cycle back around and check the milk price. We had somebody on the channel say that the Target had milk for $1.89. Not here. $2.99 here. We are seeing a lot of holes in the cheese that they've had, and this is kind of surprising because the last few times that we've come here, they have been well stocked on cheese. And you know, they do have a lot, but it's just it's crazy. $2.19 for the shredded cheeses here. That could be another reason why it's missing, because cheese just shot up to $2.49 for sliced cheese at Kroger, and the 8-ounce bags like these are now $2.59 at Kroger. So $2.19 here, that could be part why, you know, it's low. Plus Kroger's is not far from here, so most people that shop at Kroger's around here probably shop at Target too, so they know all this. Sargento is still $2.99 here. I know we have a lot of Sargento fans on the channel here. It is up to $3.99 a pack at Kroger, so it will probably be going up here too. So if you like Sargento, check out your local Target. You still get them for $3. That's a regular price. So again, take that with a grain of salt. The prices may go on up, but this is why I say to take pictures. If I was to buy this, I would take a picture of this so that I can show them. If it rings up on the register wrong, then no, you have to give it to me for $2.99. Also, I wanted to point out that their sliced cheese is the same price as the shredded cheese. $2.19. That's 30 cents cheaper a pack than Kroger's, and we got a lot of good comments of the Good and Gather cheese. That I don't think we had one bad comment about it, so this is something to think about. Target may not be the place to come if you are looking for frozen chicken products, but I will say I don't really think anywhere is a good place to come. It seems like they continuously get wiped out. They do have these gluten-free chicken nuggets here, $11.49 for a pound bag. That sounds a bit much, but they do have the Tyson Naturals chicken nuggets. Okay, is this, I don't know if this is new or not. I don't know if I've seen these. $8.29 for a 20-ounce bag. Again, we have had comments on ball mason jars being hard to find. Every time we come to Target here, they seem to have a really good amount of them. Also, a lot of viewers have said that these prices are pretty reasonable. You know, I'm not going to go over every one of them here, but they do have the big ones here for $12 for 12 of them. So, yeah, that's $1 a jar. That don't seem like it's too bad. And we've seen that these have been really pricey in some places. Like I saw at Kroger, I think that was like almost $20 or something crazy. But they do have the ball mason jars here, and they have a lot of the accessories too. You know, and Ball's a good brand. I know we've gotten a lot of good comments on them, and some of the food saver bags, some of the vacuum sealer bags and stuff. They carry all that stuff, and I know we've had a lot of comments that people have had trouble finding these. Target's got them. I did want to show that Target does have like an entire aisle of cabinets in the freezer aisle here. Plant-based protein and some of the single-serve meals down there, but we've gotten a lot of comments. People wanted to see some more different options, some plant-based options. They have the Amy's bowls, which someone asked for specifically. $4.59 for that. I don't know if that's a good price or not, to be honest with you. I feel like that's a little high, but I know these are probably harder to make. Probably the ingredients are harder to get, so that could be part of the reason why it's a little more pricey. Some of these look pretty good though. The Sweet Earth bulgogi, however you say that, bulgogi, Southwest Veggie Breakfast. They have all kinds of these options here, and we've gotten a lot of comments. We know there's all kinds of people that have different diets and things that they that they like. Some of this, we got a lot of comments on the incognito. I think that's hilarious. But they have these here, some of the Gardein options. Yeah, some more plant-based options here, original chick patties. And they have some little breakfast options. As far as other microwave meals though, surprisingly, they are like very low. Now we've seen Lean Cuisine kind of take a back seat. We have seen a lot of Lean Cuisine at Kroger. Stores are different in different places. We have seen it pretty much wiped out at Walmart, pretty much same as it is here. There's only like a cabinet and a half of lean cuisine meals. Some of the frozen meals that people talk about the most, on the channel at least, are Stouffer's. I will say that they are very low here on Stouffer's meals, and we've kind of seen this across the board. Stouffer's is just really hard to get in. Sara Lee is one of those products that has actually seemingly gone down in price. $2.79 here, but we've been seeing that everywhere. Not long ago, maybe a month ago, it was over $3 a loaf, and we got a lot of comments on that. $2.79 seems like a pretty fair deal. Also, the butternut, $2.19 here, $2.69 at Kroger, $2.69. That's crazy. Let's see, 20 ounces. That is the 20 ounce pack, so that's the largest they make for $2.19. That's a pretty good deal. Another thing that has gone down in price pretty much everywhere but Kroger are the Thomas bagels. $3.19 here, and I know that's the actual price. Actually, when we bought them, it was $3.49 for the regular price. Now it has gone down to $3.19. I don't know. I guess Thomas Bagels is, maybe they weren't selling any, so they had to drop the price. One thing we went over the last time we were here is how they've condensed their spaghetti to just this. Very small, but I will say they have some. And it does look better. They weren't getting a lot of spaghetti, so for them to stretch it out over two other sections here was kind of pointless. I will say it does kind of look silly how they they have all this pasta sauce. Well, okay. No, they changed it. So all this pasta sauce over here, but they've put the ketchup and stuff like that here. So that looks a little better. They used to have more pasta sauce over here, which, I don't know, it just kind of looked weird. But they do have the Good and Gather spaghetti, which we got a lot of good comments on, 95 cents a box. Anybody that's been watching the channel for a while will laugh when I point this out here. $3.19. Looks like they still haven't gotten around to it. The spice war continues. Actually, they seem to have a pretty okay amount of spices here. I will say, they're a little pricey on spices though, and that's probably why people know they can get them cheaper. About the cheapest that we've seen, Ben's Ready Rice, unfortunately. $2.19 a bag here. And they do have a good amount. When I say good amount, they have more than a lot of other stores. They do have their 4-pound bags of sugar for $1.89, and some people were wanting me to check out some of the sugar and flour, saying it's been harder and harder to find in some of your stores. They do have plenty of flour here. Hey, King Arthur. Somebody asked about this. That's interesting. $4.49. I don't see the size on there. It looks like a 5-pound bag. They do have some of the Good and Gather all-purpose flour for $1.99 a bag. Also, they have organic. I don't know if that really matters too much, honestly. But they do have it, $4.29, and it's a lot more expensive. They got some oils here, too. I know we've been getting a lot of comments on cooking oils and stuff. Not so much like vegetable and canola oil, although they do have their canola oil here for $2.99. Vegetable oil is the same for $2.99. They got some big jugs of it here. Crisco, $4.59 here, $4.99 at Kroger unless it's on sale. But they have some other options here too. I was looking for, somebody had mentioned avocado oil again. There we go, avocado oil. Yeah. So, they have a few, but, this is something that a lot of people have been asking about because some of it's hard to get in now. So, Target is another option for sure. Does look like they finally changed the price of the Raisin Bran. The 16.6 ounce box for $3.19. They had this as $2.99 forever. $4.29 for the family size. What's interesting about this is it's $4 a box usually at Kroger, $3.99. We are starting to notice more and more of the big bag cereals come into the stores around here. I know a lot of people across the country get a lot of these cereals in your stores, but this, they've always had a little bit here at Target, but we're noticing like Kroger and Walmart, they're getting like almost half a row of this stuff because they're able to get it for a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper doing it in the bags, and yeah, pretty good price. 26 ounces for $4.19. Another thing too, we're seeing all these giant size, which is equivalent to the mega size at Walmart for $4.99. We've been seeing these for $5.99, $6.49. Still a little cheaper here at Target. Does look like they have some coffee pods on sale this week. 22 count Starbucks on sale for $15.99. Save $2 each when you buy two. So you have to buy two, and then you'll get them both for $15.99. So, yeah, a little bit of a better deal. We buy ours at Sam's Club, and it's way cheaper than that, but we get 72 of them. Last time I got them, they were on sale, $31. I do believe they went back up to 38 something for 72 of them, though. So they also have the Pete's coffee, which I know a lot of people on the channel love. Save $2.80 each when you buy two. Yeah, that's a good deal. This coffee's expensive. They also have the same deal on the Dunkin' Donuts. This deal expires on the 9th. So that's something to keep in mind, April 9th. So you have a couple days, which actually you guys will be seeing this video on the 8th. So it will expire on Sunday the 9th. So yeah, you drink Dunkin' Donuts, that's a pretty decent deal there. Save $3.80 each when you buy two. $13.49, it'd be $17 for two of these. $17 for two of them, which is less than the regular price of one for $17.29. I did want to point out that the Del Monte fruit cups that I used to buy from here did go up. I didn't notice. $2.49 now. They were $2.29 the last time I bought them. It's been a while, so I really can't tell you how long it's been. But yeah, they definitely went up, and they're $2.59 for the mandarin, or for the peaches. This is Marketplace, though. This ain't Del Monte. I don't even see any. Oh, there they are. Market Pantry, I mean. Wow. More expensive for their brand. That's something you don't see every day. It's good to see that they have Ritz crackers and Cheez-Its, but pretty much same prices everywhere else. $3.29 seems to be the magic number. Some places are a little more. Some you can get a sale on it right now, but that's pretty much the regular price everywhere. And they do seem to have plenty of the Nature Valley bars. We get comments on these all the time. And actually, not for like the last couple weeks, so it kind of makes me think that maybe they're starting to come back in a lot of places. We've seen them here around Cincinnati pretty much coming in all the time now. So some other options they can't get in. But as far as the ones everybody comments about, the crunchy granola bars here, $3.19 here. We've seen these higher. But that's, you know, a pretty good price because we've seen them for $3.29. But Kroger's will sometimes have digital deals on these, which are pretty good. So I'll keep your eye out on that. And I did want to point out that in the seasonal section here at Target, they do have all their spring stuff out. Looks pretty good here. Got some potting mix there. Pretty cool. They have their little growing kits here. Grow some little flowers. Or I don't know if they have like vegetables or anything. Oh yeah, they got some basil here, chive, cilantro, little leaf options. They have plenty of flowers that you can grow. They got some garden beans here. $2.49. That's a little pricey. Got some different beets, hot peppers, pumpkins. Yeah, they got it all here. $1.69 for a lot of them. $2.49 for some of them. Yeah, they got cherry tomatoes. Yeah, Target might be a good option to find your seeds. Wow, and actually they have a bunch of other ones over here too. Well, this is good to see. We've had people comment that they've had a lot of trouble finding seeds to plant in their garden for their different vegetables and stuff. Looks like Target is pretty loaded down here. If you're having trouble, check out Target. I don't know if you can order these online or not, but you might want to check if you don't have a Target near you. They have all kinds of options. Yeah, and as we flip around here, we see they have squash, corn, all kinds of tomatoes, watermelon. Yeah, this is good to see, guys. I'm happy that they got this stuff in. Look at this guy. That is one big squishmallow. We have gotten more and more comments about pet food lately. Target is another option for that. However, I will say they're fairly low on dog food as far as some of the canned dog food and wet dog food. They do have some of the little Caesar packets that some people have asked about. $1.19 is a little high. We've seen it for $1.09 at Kroger. But it does seem like most places have gone up to $1.19. So they do have a lot of these little packs, but they're low on a lot of the, pretty much the only canned they have here is Pedigree. They do have some of the multi-packs here. They do have some Purina 1 right here, but you can see it is pretty low. Now, as far as cat food goes, I will say they do have a lot of Fancy Feast here. Probably more Fancy Feast than we've seen. Looks like they're getting a good amount. And yes, there is a lot missing, I know, but it is kind of spread out in different little sections, and we are seeing a pretty decent amount. Also, it is 5 cents cheaper than pretty much everywhere else. 75 cents a can. And there are other options. They have some of these yams packets. One thing someone asked about was the Sheba packets, and that all you could find was the pate. I will say that is most of what they have, but they do have some of the cuts here. They're 99 cents a piece. They have the cuts and the gravy here. So this is an option. This is the only place that I've seen that has had these Sheba packets that isn't the pate, so to give you an idea. So they have these packets of Meow Mix here, big 24 cans of Friskies. Now Friskies is kind of low here. We've been seeing Friskies lower and lower. However, it is 5 cents cheaper than everywhere else. And that could be why. If somebody was coming in to buy a lot, 5 cents is 5 cents, I mean, it all adds up. But yeah, it is pretty low on Friskies here. This is probably the lowest we've seen it on. The most we've seen it on Fancy Feast. The lowest we've seen it on Friskies, so kind of funny how that works. Well, guys, that is all the time I have from Target today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope some of this helped today. Target is another option. If we can't find something somewhere, maybe we can find it here. Prices are going up everywhere, though. There's no denying that. But thank you so much for watching. With all that being said, I am out, and always remember the adventure is out there.